Well, I suppose, yeah, the way sheep prices are, lamb and mutton, the weight gain is probably one of the biggest benefits. I suppose, yeah, just not having that setback at shearing time can add on a few dollars at the other end, and I suppose in areas where it can get extremely cold in the winter time, not just the weight gain, but not losing sheep as well. I've heard of some disastrous stories of people losing huge numbers of sheep, and I think with Thermoskin that would probably be eliminated.
They could put coats on, but it's very labour intensive to put the coat on and off. You've got to buy a coat, and our trials against coats have outperformed coats for the first 4 weeks of use. The cost of a coat's in the order of $7.50 a coat. You've got to look after them, store them, whatever. If you bought 1,000 coats, you'd be spending more than buying a spray unit, which will last you indefinitely. Coats will only give you, even with the best of housekeeping, about 5 years. So every 5 years you're up for $7,000. Well, this is a one-up arrangement.
I suppose any product that we buy in these difficult times, price is a worry. However, with this product, the rewards are so great. As we know, mutton today, lamb is making, any sort of a lamb at all is making sort of from $70 to $150. And if you lose 100, well, there's at $120 or $30, that's $12,000. So the $1.20 or $30 it costs, it bears into insignificance when you look at it from that angle.
One drum, we state will do 500 sheep. We've found on average you're getting at least 700 sheep, and on occasions a bit higher depending if they're weaners. But if you're based on 700 sheep, you're bringing your cost down to around the $1.10 a unit per unit sheep, plus the spray unit. And the spray unit, if you allocated 20 cents per animal, you'd pay for it with about 30,000 sheep through it. Now, there have been a couple of growers that have banded together to buy a unit, and they move it around between 3 of them, so they pay it off quicker. That's how it goes. After 2 minutes, the product dries, and within 6 to 10 minutes, they could go out into the weather. Any sheep that are shivering when it's cold will stop after 6 minutes, but after 10 minutes, we're giving a little bit extra. They can go out in rain, snow, sleet, anything, and the sheep will scatter and you'll see them feeding. They'll be quite contented. Well, it's designed to be a up to 50 ml dose to take in the rams. For smaller sheep you could use a bit less, and the whole way it's applied through this unit, it forms a mist, and the sheep run through this and in 1 second they're treated. The whole key to this thing, it must be over the whole animal, especially the stomach and underneath, because that's where they lie in the wet grass, and the wind chill is what knocks them over. You don't have to have 0 degrees to kill an animal. You just have to have a big temperature drop. Well, there's 8 jets on this unit, and it's under pressure, and it atomises like a little aerosol button does on a spray can, and it puts a mist here, and the sheep run through this mist, and the mist, like walking in a fog, coats all the tips of the wool and any bare skin. So it will help seal nicks and cuts from shearing, and assist the healing, and it gives the animal the total coverage. But it won't block the anus, the vulva, the mouth, ears, eyes.
Throw away their scepticism and get on board, because it's going to put money in their pockets. From an animal welfare point of view, the sheep don't suffer in the very cold periods of winter. It's a win-win.